Hindi naman ako nagpapakorne, but I feel very awkward hearing the word president. In the first place, it is not yet time, and I have to get used to being the top honcho of the Philippines. I am just a worker in government. I must impress upon you that mindset of mine, na ako trabahante lang sa gobyerno, and there's no reason to give too much adulation sa akin. I do not want that kind of rapport with the Filipino people. I would even discourage yung mga kulto-kulto na Duterte. It doesn't fit into my paradigm also in life. Sanay ako sa trabaho po. I've been with government for the best years of my life. About 2 years after graduation from the law school, taking the bar. And I've always been a servant of the people. And it's a much abused cliche, servant. When as a matter of fact, you are a master. Yung iba, that is the reason why it's kind of phenomenon in the Philippines that when a person gets to be elected in public office, there seems to be a metamorphosis inside his mind. He now thinks that he occupies a special place in the sun and just start to change everything, pati ugali. Ako po, I've been a prosecutor for the most of the time in my life, and becoming the mayor for 22 years, one time a congressman and one time vice mayor to my daughter. It's been a public service to be all the time. I'd like to downplay yung mga extra adulation, glorification. It does not, nakokornihan po ako at kung ipakita mo, I try to avoid. Kasi tumitindig yung balahibo ko. Nakokornihan ako. So, that's why I just don't want it. Extra, hindi ko type yan. Hindi ko type. Kayong mga media sa Davao, alam niyo yan. Mas mabuti pa para sa akin that nobody would, well anyway, it's impossible now, but noon, I would have preferred that nobody pays attention to my presence in the place. I hate it. Yung lahat halos magbaw-baw. Na mas nakukurnihan ako para bang, itong gago na to. Do not do that because this is a democracy. This is not a royalty. Nobody occupies a special place. Even if I'm your president, I would just consider me equal to you in terms of our rights and responsibilities under this republic. There's the Constitution. We are bound by it. We obey the laws. But there are things in this government which I had to do because I was the only one who could do it for us. And maybe it's a presidency. It's not really a crisis, but it's an epidemic actually. Almost a pandemic sa Philippines. It's universal worry among local law enforcement and the law enforcement itself. And I was really happy to see last night that the PDEA came up with several raids to produce shabu. Ang tagal na yan. I'd like to congratulate the PDEA head, si Takdak, for the longest time that I saw PDEA do something about the drug crisis. I will control drugs. I will control crime. And I repeat, the predicate of it all of my statement is, I'm willing to lose the presidency, my life or honor. This is what I promise the people. I intend to do it. Yung wala namang if you have no time, if you really are doing nothing except to criticize, you might as well just write and stop messing up with me because I have this sacred promise to save the next generation from the evil of drugs. Yan ang priority ko. We work simultaneously with the economic managers of this country. I hope Sonny Dominguez would, he has had so many misgivings in the past about my offer, but I hope he would reconsider and accept it. He's going to get the finance department. Now, my classmate sa law school, who was really our valedictorian, Arto Gade, would get the DOTC. He's good. He has been connected with the Delgado brothers before. He was a working student. Aral kami. But he was already a big guy. He was our valedictorian. Then maybe you know, Alan is here. Where's Alan? Dito ka na. No. You are my vice president. Wala pa ng proclamation. Mabuti nandito si Alan. I offered Alan both, hindi both, but either the Department of Foreign Affairs or the Justice Department. Ayaw ko kung anong preference niya because para kung yung departamento niya tatanggap ng he chooses one department, then the secretary of that department would be just acting secretary until 1 year. Ma-appoint ko siya as a permanent. Or he might opt to be just a member of the Senate, to which I would respect his choice. But pag ayaw niya, in acting capacity, nandito si Yasay. Where is he now? He was here, but Perfecto Yasay was my roommate sa law school kami. When he was in UP Padre Faura, I was studying at San Beda College. In the meantime, hindi ako sigurado talaga kay Alan, I'll just appoint an acting secretary if Yasay wants it in 1 year. Kasi sabi naman niya, he has a teaching commitment sa, he's a professor of law sa university, sa Hawaii. And he just came home to greet me. Ngayon, sabi ko kung if he can take an extra 1 year from his, mag-furlough muna siya, take a sabbatical leave from his, and just join, I would assign him sa Department of Foreign Affairs in acting capacity. Kasi sabi nga niya naman, in our short talk, I said he has this commitment of his teaching job in the United States. Ang ibibigay ko sa Communist Party of the Philippines, if they decide to join my government, open yung DAR, DNR, labor if they want. Kasi sabi na pinaka-oppressed ng yan. So they are the most vigilant group in the Philippines about labor. So they would get it. And DSWD. At marami pang iba. But those are the only departments I can concede to them. That 4. Maganda na. And marami pa namang sabi nila. But, before I forget, yung lahat, except yung mga secretary pati undersecretary, which they would really come with great credentials, by the way. I'd get it from the younger generation. Ang mga undersecretary. Yung work course, I hope they would have how would you call it? Predilection for work sa government. I would offer them by way of allowances na lang because salaries are controlled so that I can bring in parity the pay of the private sector. I cannot hope to get talents pag ganon ang sweldo ng kababa ibigay. So, maybe I have to increase the emoluments by way of allowances na lang. Sa mates or pareho ang years of service nila, including the age, nobody would get the edge. And so I said, you just talk between the three of you. Si Apolinario, si isa, De La Rosa, pati yung si Espera. They're good. They have been my chiefs of police in the past, and I would say that was all were rendered sterling performances in the city of Davao. They are honest, they are not corrupt, and they follow orders. The number one sa police ngayon is integrity. For all of their chat-chat dyan about corruption, I've been a prosecutor for 10 years and mayor for 22 years. Awa ng Diyos, wala akong kung saan nilang kukuha yung kuha. Pati itong kuha minsan, you should not control the spending of the local governments as long as it is not corrupt. As long as the benefits or money goes to the people, I really won't mind. I really won't mind if you spend the whole 1 year appropriation for the people. Pagka dumating lang sa tao, okay na ako. I would not, but I would be strict down to the local governments, including the spending of the intelligence fund and discretionary fund. It doesn't be said that I see discretion and just throw the money left and right. I would, nandyan ang corruption and the contract sa local government. Nasa police, the assignment is integrity, honesty, and you must be passionately against drugs. If you are half-hearted or a lukewarm attitude sa drugs, you better not apply. But before I forget, all applicants dito sa bureaus and government corporations must agree that their names will be published. And I'll give my staff a limit until about a certain, I don't know when, but it must be near now, then to publish, to cause the publication of the names, lahat, lalo na yung mag-apply ng mga dito sa government corporations. There are a lot of them. And again, I would stress that it goes to the best and the brightest. No political, huwag kayong maghingi ng endorsement sa senador or from anybody, congressman, governor. Pagka may attached na ano yan recommendation, automatically it is rejected. Just give me your resume and I will do the investigation if you are fit for the job. Ayaw kong yung magtawag. Remember, pag may magtawag sa akin na senador, congressman, governor, mayor, patay ka na. Patay ka na. I do not want that. Even sa army and police, do not go to me for promotion or assignment. There is the board of generals which I ordered last night to be reactivated. And it must be a vibrant. As long as there is no corruption, I will not overrule any recommendation there. So kayong gusto ng assignment, it must be on the merit. For those who want to be promoted, it should be on the merit. And that can be shown in the board of generals. Kung gusto mo ng assignment niyo, do not come to me. And every chief of police, city police director that found his way to work in Davao would know that. I hate yan tawagan. Ayaw ko yan kasi in all probability, hindi ka qualified. So you just leave it that way and the public shall, will be free to comment on your qualification and any derogatory. Pero kung wala naman, at saka valedictorian ka, well, of course. Pero hindi lahat valedictorian